Today is Monday, August 9th. My name is Eric from ReliableResellers.net, and thanks a lot for coming back to another video. So a couple hours ago, I got a phone call from Wayne, who's seen my ad on Facebook. And Wayne said he has got a tote full of action figures, and he just wants them gone. He says that they're all loose. None of them are in the box or anything like that. It's just a tote full of action figures. Something about it was girlfriend's now ex-boyfriend or something like that left this over here, and he just wants it out of his house. He thinks there's about 100 or so action figures in there, and he's thinking $1 an action figure, so he's thinking $100 for everything. So sure, you know, we'll come over here and we'll take a look and we'll see what he's got. These types of calls are the absolute perfect types of calls to go on for multiple reasons. For one, the guy has absolutely no emotional attachment to this stuff, which is perfect. You know, that is perfect. And he's told me up front how much he wants for it. That is a huge help. Whenever you know, you show up to someone's house and you're negotiating just at all, and you know, they want you to throw out the first offer, that makes negotiating, you know, hard, because who knows whether your offer is going to be much higher or much lower than what they were wanting. So whenever they can tell you up front, you know, hey, I want this amount, you know, this much for this item, it helps. So he wants $100 for this tote full of action figures. It might be worth it, you know, it might not. If it's all $3, $4 action figures, it's you know, definitely not going to be worth the time. But we're going to come over here and we're going to see. I did tell him about the YouTube channel. So one thing I'm starting to do now is I'm starting to tell people that I have the channel and would they mind if I did some recording. And so I did that for Wayne, and Wayne said, yeah, he doesn't want to be on video. So that's fine. So we'll shoot over there. We'll look at these action figures, and if I buy them, I will show you guys what we bought. And if I don't buy them, I'll tell you guys about them. Let's just make it a good day, guys. Let's go. So this is exciting. So there's a big tub. It's a big tote, and it's jam-packed full of action figures. It's DC figures, DC Universe. Let's see, what is it? DC Comics Classics, I believe is what most of them are. They also have the cards and some accessories, but it's all mixed together in a big box or in a big tote, so we'll have to go through them. I did look a few of them up as we were just kind of sitting there, and there's one of them that was a couple $100, I think. I paid $100 for this entire tote, so let's go home. I'm pretty excited to look this stuff up and show you guys what we just bought, so let's do this. All right, guys, here's the action figures. It's a big tote full of them. And there's all the cards. It's a bag full of all. I want to take them out. They're a pain to put back in. There's the bag full of all the cards. And then it's just action figures. Action figures, just tons and tons of action figures. Where's the one I've seen? I think this guy here. I think this guy here
is worth a couple $100, I think. Pretty sure. I'll try to flash the price up on the screen that I seen. Show you guys. But you know, it's just tons of action figures. They're all loose. So we'll have to go through all of these and see what we got.
So we got a call from a guy who said he has a bunch of cards, a bunch of baseball and basketball cards. I asked him what years they were from, and he said he has a bunch of Dream Team cards from the 90s, and the other cards he says he thinks are from the 70s, which is interesting. So we are going to drive over here to the Beef O'Brady's parking lot, and he supposedly is meeting us there very shortly. In fact, he sent me a message that he was on Bush and Florida, which is just a couple of minutes down the road from from Bush and Himes, basically. So we're gonna drive over here and see if he's there and check out these cards. If they really are 70s cards, it'd be interesting anyway to see what they are. The 90s cards, the Dream Team cards, you know, we'll see. But the 70s cards, that could be interesting. So let's go over here. I don't remember his name. I don't think he told me his name. But let's go over here and let's see these cards.
I've been having them ever since they came out, man. I just keep them in decent order.
Right.
They're white.
Right.
Just keep them in neat order.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that didn't work out. I'm really glad I didn't drive all the way to Riverview for that. When he first called me, he told me he wanted me to come to him, and I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Give me your address. And I asked him, are you in Tampa? And he said, oh yeah, I'm in Tampa. So he gave me his address, and I punched it in my GPS. He was like 40 minutes away. And I was thinking about driving out there to him because he said he had some cards from the 70s. And anyway, he agreed to drive out here to me, which was perfect. So he got here, and I mean, I showed you guys the cards, right? I mean, that happens frequently. People will call, people will say they have cards. They have no idea what they have. They think what they have, you know, is gold bars, and it's just not. And you have to have that uncomfortable conversation where you can tell them that, hey, look, this isn't what you think it is, right? That's just part of the game, part of the game. Anyway, let's go. I'm making my way through these action figures. This is going to turn out to be an absolutely amazing purchase. Some of these action figures are $50, $60 a figure. Some of them are, you know, like Superman here. You know, Superman's like a $10, $15 figure. But still is a $10, $15 figure. I mean, there's some other ones. I mean, just I do have this one pulled up. So this guy here is Man-Bat. It's DC Universe Classics Man-Bat, and I've got them pulled up here on my phone. So there's the figure, and here he is. These are solds. So brand new, it's $65, but pre-owned, it's $40 plus shipping. Pre-owned, $40 plus shipping. I mean, right there, somebody got $50 plus shipping. You know, 37 plus shipping for 22. But you know, so $40 plus shipping. and it seems to be fine. It's all here. I mean, it's, you know, it works. These things fly out and, you know, do all of that. So, and honestly, I mean, I'm finding a lot of figures in here that are in the $40 to $50 range. So, I mean, if they're really, you know, I haven't counted. I took his word for it, but I mean, there's at least 100 figures in here, at least. So if on average, if I'm gonna get 50 bucks a piece, there's 100 figures in here. That's $5 grand for a $100 investment. I mean, yeah, I'll take that all day long. I'll take that all day long. Okay, so we just got another phone call. I think his name is Jeff, but I'm not 100% for sure. So he said, he just called and said, hey, I have a bunch of graded Kobe cards and a couple of Shaq cards, rookies. Would you be interested? So like, you know, absolutely. Are they PSA grades? Are they PSA slabs? And he said, no, they're not. They're GMA and just some other like no name. So, you know, I don't know. We're gonna go over there and take a look at him. He's not that far, you know, so why not? Let's just go over here and take a look at these cards and let's just see what they are. We need to stop at the ATM and grab some cash real quick. I should have had him send me some pictures, but anyway, that's okay. So I'm gonna stop and grab, you know, I don't know, 100 bucks or so, and then shoot over to this guy's house. He is 7 minutes away. So let's go look at these cards. Oh yeah, it started raining, of course. Wouldn't be another day in Tampa if it didn't start raining. But let's go look at these cards. Of the cards, so he's asking about 1,200 bucks here, guys. So we're gonna do some research on the cards and see if it's gonna make sense for us. It might. You just have to see. Gonna do the comps on the different slabs compared to PSA, and then how much we'd have to pay to get them regraded. He's got some hockey cards too. Yes, sir. That is true. Got some of the hockey cards have some of the jerseys here. All right, sir. Well, thank you for letting me look at them. Yeah. So about 1,200 bucks. All right. You know what? I'm leaving both this video and the one from earlier in today's video with the action figures, because this is just a more realistic look at what my day-to-day really is like. It's very rare that I show up to someone's house and they have, you know, 38 PSA graded Griffey Jr. cards sitting there on the table. You know, it's very rare that I roll into someone's house and they've got 800 Griffey Jr. cards there, and, you know, 200 of them are refractors and atomic refractors and really rare inserts. You know, that just, it doesn't happen all that often. What you've seen in this video, this is more realistic. This is more of what happens all the time. These are the kinds of calls I get, and you know what, it's fine. I'm not complaining at all. I enjoy this stuff. I like going out and looking at these cards. You know, it was fun. My day today consisted of going and looking at and buying some action figures, and going and looking at some baseball cards and some graded basketball cards. Like, that was my day. I've also had over $700 in sales on eBay right after a over $2,000 weekend. You know, I'm not complaining. I like this lifestyle. It was fun, you know, plus I got to meet a couple of really cool guys. So that's all right. You know, we're not going to make the purchase on either one of these. Well, on the one earlier, we didn't make that purchase, obviously. And on this one here, we're not going to make the purchase. I mean, you know, I just didn't want to say it, you know, right there. And the guy, I mean, it's so weird when you're standing in someone's living room and what they think they have, you know, is not what they have. And sometimes you can, you know, be like, hey man, look, you're asking $100 for this. It's probably worth like 25 or 30, you know. Sometimes, you know, having that conversation is okay. But when they're asking $1,200, right? It's just when they're so far out there, it's just best to just not say anything, right? And just go on, you know what I mean? And wish them the best of luck. You know, I did tell them I was gonna do some research and stuff. That's, I won't be going back and buying those cards. Anyway, I am going to leave this in here. You know, this just might be sort of a day in the life type of a thing for me or something. I don't know. Just a more realistic view of the types of, you know, baseball cards and sport card, you know, sort of calls that I get sort of on the regular. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot more for you guys today unless another phone call comes in. But it's getting pretty late. It is 6:30 now. So if another call did come in, I would probably schedule it for tomorrow. I ran over to this one because it was graded, you know, graded cards. So it sounded really good. Anyway, I have a lot of those action figures to research and look them all up. That's going to take some time. So I'll just sort of give you guys updates in future videos about, you know, what I've found in there. You know, I've looked up probably about 20-25 of them or so, and there are some $10-15 figures in there. There's a couple of $40, $50, $60 figures in there. There's that one that I think if I'm looking at the right figure, you know, I mean, it could be really expensive. So anyway, I'm gonna spend some time over the coming days, probably a week or so, whatever, and go through all of those. And I'll give you guys updates on what I find in there. Again, I paid $100 for it, so should be an absolute grand slam purchase. I mean, that's it, guys. I don't have anything else for you today. Those postcards went out in the mail. I'm not seeing a huge burst of phone calls, but you know, who knows? You know, maybe that stuff will. It takes time to sink in, or you know, I'm not really sure. You know. Anyway, we'll see. Or maybe they just didn't go out on Saturday when they said they would. Maybe it is going to take a week or so, like the website says. I have no idea. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there, just in case you guys were wondering. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff if you want to. You don't have to, but it does help me out. But you definitely don't have to. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.